So you've been following crypto for more than a day and you haven't heard of Ethereum? Nah, that's not possible. Ethereum is the modern day blockchain network that everyone should be familiar with. Hey crypto lovers, this is Crypto Billionaire, your friendly neighborhood crypto and financial education channel. No author at Crypto Billionaire YouTube channel takes a guarantee of losses incurred while investing, as we do not provide financial advice and crypto markets are high-risk markets. The sole purpose of the information posted on the YouTube channel is for education only. With that being said, let's dive into it. Ethereum is currently the second highest cryptocurrency by market capitalization. It has become the basic cryptocurrency that investors keep in their wallets. Ethereum has also become the de facto cryptocurrency for people to use ICO. People use the Ethereum network and tokens to provide their tokens to the public. However, what is Ethereum and how is it different from Bitcoin? What exactly is Ethereum? In short, Ethereum is software that runs on a distributed computer network and ensures that smaller programs, called smart contracts, are copied and run through the network. Given the decentralized nature of Ethereum, there is no central server or coordination system. The long-term goal of Ethereum network is to create a large decentralized virtual machine. Similar to Bitcoin, Ethereum uses the concept of the blockchain to verify, store, and replicate transaction data across all nodes on the network. When calculating small contract code on the web, you go beyond this simple concept. Therefore, although Bitcoin hopes to store data on transactions recorded on the network, Ethereum goes one step further and includes the calculation of small contract programs on the network. Similarities to Bitcoin. Before delving into the underlying technology that makes Ethereum unique, it is helpful to take a step back and look at the similarities between Bitcoin and Ethereum. The blockchain technology. Like Bitcoin, Ethereum also has a blockchain made up of all transaction blocks. In these blocks, we have information about the transactions that took place. Similar to Bitcoin, these blocks are mined by network participants. Any Ethereum block connection is also linked to all previous blocks by hash values. These are created by the previously hashed algorithms, thus forming an unbreakable authentication chain. Proof of work mining. When it comes to the extraction and verification of these blocks, the proof of work, or POW, algorithm is used. In other words, miners try to use electricity and hardware to solve complex computation problems. This is a working part of the POW protocol. The Ethereum protocol uses a challenge called ETH, which makes it difficult for miners to use application-specific integrated circuits, or ASICs. This means that miners with less advanced technology can still compete for mining of the Ethereum network, public and permissions. Like Bitcoin, Ethereum is open source. Anyone can download and write some software and run it on the network. They can also perform mining tasks by verifying transactions and executing small contracts on the network. You do not need to join any network and provide your information to them. Ethereum coin. Ethereum also has its cryptocurrency. These are called Ether or ETH tokens. These can be purchased and exchanged for other cryptocurrencies and fiat currencies through many exchanges. If you just want to hold currency and conduct transitions, you can use various wallet clients to store your Ether, just like Bitcoin. The differences with Bitcoin. Although Ethereum and Bitcoin share many common disciplines, the basic idea behind Ethereum is to create a large decentralized virtual machine, and Bitcoin's main goal is to become a digital currency. Block size limit. Bitcoin and Ethereum block size limits are calculated quite differently. The block size of Bitcoin is limited to 1 MB, while the block size of Ethereum is based on the computational complexity of small contracts. This is called a gas limit for each block and is not uniform between the blocks. The maximum block size on the Ethereum network is 1.5 M of gas. Sets a gas cap to increase the cost of running small contracts. It also solves the problem of transaction spam. For standard transactions, the required gas is approximately 21,000. Therefore, about 70 transactions can be accommodated in a block. To each Bitcoin block, approximately 15,002,000 transactions can be obtained in each block. The shortest block time. Speaking of the time required to create a block, Ethereum takes about 14 seconds. This is significantly shorter than the current 10-minute required for Bitcoin blocks. Therefore, transactions can be completed in a shorter time on the Ethereum blockchain. Smart contract execution. As mentioned earlier, Ethereum uses a higher-level programming language for coding. The code is the basis of a small contract and is easier for developers to understand. These contracts are then executed on the entire Ethereum network on virtual machines. It is also important to note that Ethereum smart contract is finishing, and this means that in theory, however complex it may be, any calculation can be performed on the network. Supply, growth, and mining. The fundamental difference between Ethereum and Bitcoin, which is related to the growth of the supply of tokens. Bitcoin is hard-coded, so the generation of BTC tokens will be halved each and every 4 years. Miners on the Bitcoin network get 12.5 BTC for every block they mine. This means that only a total of 21 million Bitcoins can be mined. On the other hand, ETH will be continue to be produced in a fixed amount of ETH per year. Another difference between ETH and Bitcoin is that the initial token is issued in a crowdfunding sale. In industry terms, this is called pre-mining, and early investors will get ETH in exchange for their investment. The Ethereum crowdfunding raised USD 15 million, resulting in approximately 72 million ETH being issued. In terms of supply growth, there are many additional sources of supply. The first is the current block reward for miners. Each block reward is set at 5 ETH. At the current rate, this means that approximately 18 million ETH is mined each year. However, the reward for the Uncle block must also be considered. If they are referenced in subsequent blocks, the reward for the quoted miner is only 4,375 ETH, slightly lower than the reward for the full block, and this is called the Uncle's reward. ETH also has a source of supply, although it is more marginal source, that Uncle's benchmarking reward. This is a reward given to miners who further cite someone on the blockchain. Uncle's current recommendation reward is about 0.15 ETH. Using Bitcoin in addition to the Bitcoin earned by clearing the block, miners will also charge transaction fees for the block transaction. Similarly, when a miner deletes a block on the Ethereum network, gas will increase. It is also important to note that these gas or transaction fees will not add any supply to the grid, because they have been mined and exist in the current free float. For Bitcoin, when a miner completes a valid block but appears after the previously completed block, it's called an orphan block. These will not be added to the main chain and will be discarded. Since more blocks are being created on the Ethereum network, the chance of creating a valid block and missing addition to the main chain is much higher. This is because the Ethereum network creates approximately 250 blocks per hour, while there are only 6 blocks on the Bitcoin network. In Ethereum, these blocks that are not part of the main chain are called uncles. Although they are not added to the main chain, miners will still be rewarded for creating them, though this gives a lower reward than the main chain block. Any block that refers to the old uncle also has a reward, but this reward is much less. This is done to incentivize miners to give up blocks off the main chain. With Bitcoin, you can store funds in your wallet. Your wallet is identified on the internet by its address. This is the content used to identify your wallet on the web. For Ethereum, these are called accounts. There are 2 types of Ethereum accounts: externally owned accounts or EOA, and these accounts only store ETH just like a Bitcoin address. Similarly, you will make a payment by signing the transaction with your private key and transmitting it to the network. Accounts for storing ETH and holding of smart contracts in addition to storing ETH. These accounts will also have small contracts, and these small contracts are only executed and activated when someone needs ETH to the address. So that's enough information to process for the day. I guess we discussed the basics of Ethereum and its similarities and differences with Bitcoin. But that's not the end of it. Ethereum is one hell of a topic to end in just one video. Do like and share and help us make these videos curated with information for you. The next video on Ethereum discussing its application and future will be dropping soon. What are your thoughts on Ethereum? Let us know in the comments below. Do like if you liked our content. And I don't know what you're gonna do with that red color button below. Hire someone with ETH to click it, or just click it yourself. I don't care. But it has to change from red to gray. I don't like that red color. Peace out.